So we say, strike him, the dead man, with a piece of it between the bracket the cow, meaning any part of the cow will produce an uh, but for sure we will find a lot of fictions and a lot of stupid stories regarding this person who is mentioned by Muhammad for the first time. To make it simple, there's nobody ever mentioned that there's a person, his name is Ad-Dajjal before. So where is the idea of Ad-Dajjal is coming from? As you see, this is the Muslim imagination for the guy. And as you see, the Muslims, they add in the top of his head 666. Yeah. Anyway, Ad-Dajjal. A lot of stories Muhammad he wrote about or he spoke about this person. And I find that those stories is very embarrassing and very stupid and very naive. And you have to be truly, truly an idiot to believe in any of them. And today we will make a little bit of study. We will try to make it easy so people they can come to a conclusion and they can learn something important for for the sake of education. If we go right now in the Hadith and we type Ad-Dajjal in Arabic, which Arabic, the Dajjal, we will find tons of references speaking about this person. And Muhammad always, when he speak about the sign of Judgment Day, he speak about Ad-Dajjal. As an example here in front of us, the Prophet said Al-Dajjal will come to the Medina and find angels guarding it. So Allah willing, neither Ad-Dajjal nor Black Blake will be able to came near it. And this is an additional sign of Muhammad being a false prophet, because the Blake, infected Al-Medina many times in the last 1400 years. You can go check right now yourself, and this is additional proof that Muhammad is nothing but a false prophet. When you say, if I'm a prophet and I say, okay, whoever live in the city will not be infected by any disease, and then people they are infected in that disease, that means obviously Muhammad is a liar. You can go check actually to the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and you will see a search about the plague as a disease infecting the city of Al-Medina and Mecca and all other cities in Saudi Arabia. However, our topic today is not about this. Our topic is about that this person who Muhammad called him Al-Dajjal. You see in the English, they don't even write it right. They say Al-Dajjal because in Arabic here there's L, but they are trying to supposedly to teach you how to pronounce it. So Ad-Dajjal, they make it shorter. But the fact it is Al-Dajjal. So we'll come to Medina and find angels guarding it. What is in Al-Medina? Why they will not be able to enter Al-Medina? Why this guy, he can't enter Al-Medina? Muhammad, he continues saying, one day the Messenger of Allah mentioned Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal. Here you see that the name of Al-Messiah, the Messiah is attached to Ad-Dajjal, if you notice. Al-Masih. We taught you before that Arabic, AL in Arabic, today is used as the. AL is equal today, in the Arabic language today, to the. AL in the ancient Hebrew is equal to El, which means El, equal to God. And until now, the Hebrew is using the EL instead of AL in most of the names. So you say Emmanuel, Mikael, Gabriel, Israel, but the fact they used to be AL, which means Israel, Gabriel, etc. Muhammad here is copying a name from the Hebrew language, inserting it in his religion, and he is adding to it Ad-Dajjal. You will notice with me that the Muslims, between two brackets, they put the Antichrist. The Antichrist. So the Muslims, by this translation, they are confirming to you that it's a different name for the same person you Christians believe in, who is the Antichrist. Now, for sure, for me, I don't believe in any of this garbage have to do with the Antichrist, not even close. But this is not our topic. Our topic is we will focus in this person who in Islam his name is Ad-Dajjal. Who is he, what he will do, why he's coming, why Muhammad believed that he is coming. Do really Muhammad believe in him, or he's just scaring the Muslims? Is he really Muhammad making prophecy? Is it really prophecy? Or it's just a fiction story Muhammad creating? So we will try to find out what this is all is about. When you try to present to me an idea, the first thing about presenting ideas to people is, you have to give me a reason. I mean, okay, we know why Satan exists. We know why angels, what is the jobs of angels? We know what the jobs of a prophet. We know what the jobs of, many things mentioned in Islam. But what is the job of this guy? What he would do exactly? I mean, what is the point of him coming? You see, in Christianity, the Antichrist, it doesn't fit with this person. The Antichrist in Christianity is a clear proof that Jesus must be God. Because, when the Muslims, even in their translation, they add the word Antichrist. Antichrist. So who is this guy? He is the enemy of a Christ. Is that correct? Do we agree, guys? When the Muslims agree that this guy, Al-Masih al-Dajjal, Antichrist, that means they agree that he is the enemy of Christ. Okay? This guy, the enemy of Christ, is an amazing person. He has an amazing power. To the point, Muhammad, he said that this Antichrist, he can order the rain. He can order the sky. He can order the clouds. He can order gold and silver and rubies to jump and come from the ground. He can order trees to give the invitation and the fruit immediately. I mean, who is this guy who can do that? How he can do that? Where did he get this power from? Imagine you say to the vegetation, grow, and they grow in the spot right away. Allah, he could not do that. This Ad-Dajjal, according to Islam, is more powerful than Allah. The Muslims, they keep saying that Muhammad had a miracle. What is the miracle? They said to you, the Quran. But we remember that the Quran, according to Muslims, Muhammad received satanic verses. And the Muslims, they say to us, can you make Quran like it? Which is very stupid. As I'm saying to you, the Quran is stupid, and you say to me, can you make stupid thing like it? Satan, he made Quran, give it to Muhammad. It's called satanic verses. Satan, he can do miracles. Satan, he can create vegetation. Satan, he can order the rain. Satan, he can order the sky. Satan, he can order everything. But what Allah can do? Nothing. And look here, Muhammad, he started coming with more fiction. The messenger of Allah, BBUH, said, Dajjal, the Antichrist, will be followed by 70,000 Jews of Asfahan. Asfahan or Asbahan, من Yahudu Asbahan. So Muhammad, he did not know even how to pronounce the name correctly of that city. So he said it's a city from that city, which is supposedly, according to many references, this is a city in Iran. Uh, those Jews, 70,000 Jews, they will follow this guy. When you 70, I mean, the Muhammad, he stuck with numbers, either 40 or 70, the same. You see, Jesus, he mentioned the number 70, and Muhammad, he copied 70. That's it, and he stuck with it. 40, 40. Jesus, he fasted 40 days. Muhammad, he mentioned 40 days, 40, 40, 40 all over. The Bible mentioned the number 3. Muhammad, he repeated the number 3 all over. The Bible say number 7. Muhammad repeat number 7 all over. Now here, 70,000 Jews will follow this guy, and they are from Asfahan. And this guy, and those people, they were Jews, they will be dressed in robes of a green colored stain. All the Jews, they will wear one uniform. It's a green colored stain. Any comment? I mean, what this is about? Muhammad even knew how many. I mean, 70,000. Can we say, Prophet, please, can we say like it is 69,999? 70,000 exactly? Okay, no problem. Let us continue. I heard the Prophet saying people will run away from the Dajjal, the Antichrist, seeking shelter in the mountains. Okay. One day Allah Apostle narrated us a long narration. Okay, what is the narration? About Ad-Dajjal. And among things he narrated to us was that Dajjal will come and he will be forbidden. Read carefully with me, please. He will what? He will be forbidden to enter the mountains, the mountain pass of Medina. Obviously, this guy, he will occupy the whole world. He will encamp in one of salt areas neighboring Medina. And there will appear to him a man who will be the best, or one of the best of the people. And he will say, I testify, this guy is taking Shahada, I testify that you are a Dajjal, whose story Allah Apostle has told us. And Dajjal will say to his audience, look, I will kill this man and then give him life. You will have any doubt about my claim? So the Dajjal now, he will prove to them that he is God, because he will kill him, he will make him come back to life again. They will reply, no. Then Dajjal will kill that man and then will make him alive. Question to Muslims. I thought the only one who can give life is God. How Dajjal is killing the man and giving him life? So what happened now? We have two gods? And remember here with me, this is a guy, he claimed to be the Messiah, which means it's very normal to believe that this can happen because he has the power of the Messiah. So Muhammad confirming to us that the false Messiah, he is going to do miracles to confuse us the same as the Messiah he did, including raising people from death. But the Quran says that Allah huwa alladhi yuhyi wa yumeet. It is Allah who resurrects, and it is Allah who causes people to die. So how the Dajjal is going to do that? Read with me carefully. How you do blasphemy against Allah, and you to be dead, and he make you alive, and he make you die, and then he make you alive again. So you cannot go against a person who he gave you life, you were dead. Read with me carefully. How you reject the faith in Allah, seeing that we are without life, you were without life, and gave you life, then He will cause you to die, and you will again, and He will again bring you to life, and again to Him you return. So the Quran confirms if you see somebody, he can give life, you believe in Him as God, He's Allah. Do you see it, guys? Do you see what I'm talking about? The Quran is questioning how you can reject such a person who he can give you life, make you die, cause you to die, which means he kill you. Like, we say, when we say a person he died, we don't say he was killed, right? But if you think about it, he was, because God, He created us not to live forever. He created us limited with our body. So yes, He did not physically kill us, I mean, by a knife or a sword or etc. But did He really kill? Yes, He did. What we call it natural death. Natural death simply is God. He decides that you will have it. It's not your choice. This is not a choice of you to live longer, but we call it yet natural death. And here in the Quran, Muhammad, he confirmed that the one who caused death is Allah. And how dare you to refuse to believe in someone after you die, He bring you back to life. Do we understand, guys, what I am talking about? Do we understand? Is the idea clear? Here we have a contradiction. Based on this verse, the Dajjal must be God, because he is the one, he can kill the man and he can bring him back to life. Based on this verse, the Messiah himself is God, because he can cause causing death is anyone can do it. You can kill anyone, right? Causing death, you do not need to be God to cause death to people. But to bring them back to life, you have to be God. For this will have to do with recreation. You see, when let us say like this guy, he want to cut him to pieces. He want to kill him. All right? He will kill this man and he will make him alive again. In order to do that without using surgeries and etc., that means you are able to recreate. You see, let us say he cut his head, he cut his neck. The second you cut the neck of a person, that means all his nerves, all his vein, it's damaged. That's it. So how we can make that happen again? Bring life and make it repaired. That means you have the ability to make a recreation. It's the same when Jesus, He made the blind see. The guy, he cannot see. His eyes is damaged. Physically, they are damaged. So what Jesus did, He created eyes for him in order to make him see again. So He's a creator. And the Quran confirms that the Messiah, the Christ, He can create it from the mother bird, and then He breathed into the bird, breathed from His breathing. Imagine, from the breath of Jesus, there's a flying bird right now in the sky made by Jesus, according to Islam. And yet the Muslims, they say to us, Jesus was just a prophet. All of this is a contradiction. How Muhammad, he say that this man, he can bring people to life? Do we have any Muslim? You want to explain to us how Muhammad, he makes such a claim? How this guy, he can bring people? Who's he? Who is this guy at Dajjal who can bring people to life? If we go again to the Quran, we will find more contradiction about this. The Quran is a chain of stupid stories and collection of fictions and madness. In here, chapter 2, verse number 73, I don't know how many of you knows, why the chapter of the cow is called the chapter of the cow. How many of you knows why? Let us see. How many of you knows why Allah, or why Muslims, they call the chapter of the cow the chapter of the cow? I mean, isn't it weird that those people, they have such names? I find it really weird. I mean, from all the names, like those verses speak about Musa, they speak about many things. Call it the chapter of Musa. What about we call it the chapter of Musa? The cow. The reason they call it the chapter of, because supposedly in this chapter Allah He made a miracle. So if we go to chapter 2, verse number 73, you can read uh, you can read the chapter a few verses before, a few verses after. It doesn't matter really, you know. But if we go and we read the interpretation for this, what is the interpretation? The Quran is speaking about Allah resurrecting people from death. How? How Allah He resurrects people from death? Is it true that He can bring a cow or the meat of a cow and we hit somebody with it and then we bring him back to life? The story is supposedly about a guy who he was killed by a violent killing by a sword or a dagger or a knife, and he's dead. So now the believers, they want to know who is the one who killed him. So Allah told them, in order to know how he was killed, bring a cow, slaughter a cow, and then they beat him with the cow meat. Some they say they beat him with the tail. They beat the dead guy with the tail of the cow. Some they say with the tongue. Some they say with the penis. It doesn't matter. So we beat the dead guy, and then Allah He bring him back to life. Do we have any Abdur here? If we go to the interpretation for this verse, let us say Ibn Kathir. So the Muslim, they will not say I'm making things up. You know that. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. They are unhappy. Unhappy people. All right. So we say, strike him, the dead man, with a piece of it between the bracket, the cow. Meaning, any part of the cow will produce the miracle. If they struck the dead man with it, we were not told which part the cow is they used. As this matter, it does not benefit us either in matter of life or religion. This guy is supposed to be smart. By the way, brother, sister, they did not tell us they bought him with which part of the cow. It might be his penis, it might be his tongue, it might be the tail, because the hadith, by the way, the interpretation depends in the person who is making interpretation. Some they say the tail, some say the tongue, say the blah, 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 blah. However, Ibn Kathir trying to be smart, he says it doesn't matter really what they beat him with, but it doesn't benefit us in the religion. However,
this is the place where we like our Bloody Marys like we like our internet.
Allah, He doesn't want to make it
really good.
Look at this. Instead, Allah, He made this matter like unclear. So this is why we should leave it alone. Leave it unknown. Thus, Allah being bring the dead to life. This is how Allah, He bring the dead to life. By what? By hitting you by a cow. Have you ever heard of such a God? So we have a guy, his name is the false Messiah. He bring a person to life without hitting him with any cow, with any beef, with any sheep, with any pork, with any hammer. But Allah, He needs to hit you with the cow in order to bring you to life. Is that a recipe? Is that a recipe of resurrection? This is why if you go, like right now, by the way, they are waiting to find Jamal Khashoggi, the one who was supposed to be killed in the Saudi embassy. If they can't find his body, all what they need to do, they bring some beef and they hit the hell of him with the beef, and the guy will wake up and he will say, the king of Saudi Arabia killed me. And then he will die right away. So we have a Dajjal who is a false messiah, yet he can create people, he can bring people from death, he can kill them, bring them to life, but Allah, He cannot do that unless He uses a magical voodoo trick. I'm so happy that Allah did not use a chicken. By the way, Allah, can we use a chicken? I mean, what is unique about the cow? If there's any Muslim who will tell us why the cow specifically? Hello? Can we use a donkey? What about a camel? A cow? I want everybody to think carefully and consider seriously to have a cow or beef always in your house. So in case you die, you have the rescue. By the way, the Muslims, they made a scientific miracle about this. They speak about something that if you massage the heart, and look how amazing the lie is. This guy, he was killed violently by the sword, and the Muslim, they make this about massaging the heart. They said in this article, you can go right now, the miracle of massaging the heart in the Quran. Let me find it. Just to show you how they fabricate stories when the story is totally different. They make it something totally far away from what it is. I'm trying to remember what is the name of the I need to find the name to get the exact what they call what they say. I'm not sure what was the name of this miracle. But anyway, uh, if you find it, you will see it says exactly. Actually, it is in my book. If you have my book, because I was refuting their lies. And imagine they changed the meaning from this guy. He's dead and he was beaten by a cow to make it about a heart massage. Heart massage. That somebody here right now in the spot, he have a heart attack or something. You can maybe try to help him to keep his heart working. This is totally different. This is a guy who is killed. He's dead, and he was killed violently. They have no dignity and they have no honor when they fabricate those stories. Let me be sure that my Skype is on, so in case there is any Abdul would like to call me. As you know, I love Abduls. They're my favorite. And we need always Abdul to call so they can give us the wisdom of Islam. Islam is full of wisdom. I mean, it's all over. There's no religion in the world have wisdom as much as Islam. We have to admit, I don't know what to say to you. You might be disappointed because I am saying that to you, but you notice that. It was the first one in the world who discovered that you can bring somebody to life by beating him by the tail of the cow. And this is obviously proven by science. Even if he was killed by the sword. Okay, where is the Skype? Right. If you're a Muslim, give me a minute, and I will be in Skype in a few seconds. So you can call me if you wish. Here we go. We are rolling. All right. We are already in Skype. That's wonderful. Let us go back. Now, if there is any Muslim who would like to call, please feel free. All right. And I will be happy to speak to you. كذلك يحيي الله الموتى. This is how Allah He bring people to life, bring dead to life. This is the way of Allah bringing people to life. Okay, Muslims, how come Jesus, when He brought people to life, He did not beat anyone with any beef or chicken or cows? And why the false Messiah, as we see here in the story, do not need to beat this guy, the dead guy, by chicken or beef or cow? How come all those, they can do what Allah cannot do? And then you will see here, this man, he will kill this man, this Dajjal, the false Messiah. Then the Dajjal will kill that man. So the killing will happen. And then he will make him alive. What? Muslims, where this guy is getting his power to bring people from death to life? Who is the Muslim have the answer? How and where and from where he got this energy or this superpower? Any Muslim? No answer. I mean, when you say to me that this person, he can bring people to life and he will call himself the Messiah, and he can order vegetation, and he can order trees, and he can order the gold and the silver, and he can order the clouds, he can order the moon, he can order the sun. So what? Why people will not believe in him? Give me a reason for people not to believe in him. This person sounds like he is more God than your God, Muslim. Because at least he can do things and people they can see. Your God, Allah never do any of those things. Can Allah order the cloud? Show me. Allah in the Quran, He explained how the ice is made. How? He said that there's ice coming from mountains in heaven. So what Allah do in order to make ice is just to break it from there. Is that right? Uh, I'm typing in English. Hold on. ألم ترى أن الله يزج سحابا ثم يؤلف بينه ويجعله ركاما فترى الودق يخرج من خلاله وينزل من السماء من جبال فيها من برد فيصيب به من يشاء. How in the world this is happening? Allah cannot even make ice. Allah, He break ice from a mountain which is in the sky and He throw it at us. Chapter 24, verse number 43. He sent down from the heaven mountains wherein is hail. The translation is kind of funny, stupid. I mean, What it says here, so Allah, He sent hail from mountains in heaven. So there's mountains of ice in heaven, and Allah, He throw it and He strike the one He don't like with it. So if you've been ever driving or walking in the street and ice fell on the top of your head, my friend, Allah is targeting you. And Allah, He don't buy ice from Walmart or any store, no. Allah, He get it from a mountain in heaven. There's a fake book. This is not in the Bible, don't take me wrong. There's a fake book, it's called the Book of Enoch. Anyone heard of it? This is not part of the Bible. The Book of Enoch, not Enoch, the one we know in the Bible. The Book of Enoch, full of stories, fabulous stories about fiction. And in that book, you will find that God, He have a storage house for gold, for silver, for everything, including ice, including anything. So if you want to get something, you go to the warehouse. And the warehouse have a keeper. There's a keeper for the warehouse. So Muhammad obviously is taking those stories from some funny stories he learned maybe from the Jews. That God, He collect His ice from mountains in heaven and He strike the one He don't like with it. Alright? And here again, additionally proof that Muhammad cannot be a prophet because this is a false, stupid teaching. By the way, guys, if you live in Saudi Arabia and you want to have some ice in the top of your head to cool down, we can make a contract with you to provide you a solution so you can get ice. And we cannot provide you the ice, to be honest with you. Only Allah can provide you with the ice. But this is the solution. You make Allah angry, Allah, He throw ice at you. And this way you get a free ice in the middle of the desert. What do you say? As long as Allah, He send ice at those who He don't like, the one who is doing bad. So if you live in the middle of the desert and you think you are dying, you need water or something, or you need to cool down, it's so hot, all what you need to do, some say bad words to Allah, and then Allah, He will start throwing ice at you. And then you collect the ice and you put it with the champagne. And have fun. In the middle of the desert. You do not need to take with you a refrigerator or anything. And you get water for free. So this is a funny story, proving to us again that Muhammad is really an idiot, and whoever believes in Muhammad, he must be an idiot. How in the world you believe in this? And the Muslim, they say to you, this is a miracle. Brother, this is a miracle. We continue studying Mr. Ad-Dajjal. Let us see what the Dajjal story is going to end with. All right. We continue here. Let's see this one. Because, you know, there is look at this one. Look at this one. I heard the Prophet PBUH saying, Dajjal, the Antichrist, will come forth, and the person from amongst the believers will go toward him. The armed watchman of a Dajjal will meet him and will say to him, where do you want to go, huh? Where do you want to go? He will say, I intend to go to this one who has appeared. They will say to him, don't you believe in our Lord? Look here clearly that this is a Dajjal. He is claiming to be God. And remember here how Muhammad, he did expose himself. The Muslims, they say that the Messiah cannot be God. And nobody should believe that he's God. And the Messiah never claimed to be God. Then if this is true, why the Messiah, which is the false Messiah in this case, he claimed to be Lord? Remember, he is coming to claim that he is the Messiah. If the real Messiah never claimed to be Lord, then he will not do what the Messiah did not do. He will not claim something the Messiah did not say. This person is coming with powerful miracles to convince you that he is the Messiah, but in the top of that, he wants you to believe that he is Lord. Which means Muhammad, he confirmed that the Dajjal or the false Messiah or the Antichrist is simply trying to copy Christ and say the same as what Christ he said, that I am your Lord. And the Muslim they said to me, where Jesus said, I am your Lord, worship me. That is confirming that the Messiah must be he was, and he is the God in Islam and Christianity. Then he will say, there, i.e., we know him by Allah. This guy, he will say, we know him by Allah without any partners. Is nothing hiding about our Rabb. Rabb, it's an Hebrew word, near Rabbi, which means Lord. Some of them will say, let us kill him. But some others will say, has your Lord Dajjal not forbidden you to kill anyone without a consent? Look at Dajjal is a guy of justice. So they will take him to the Dajjal, which means the false Messiah. When the believers will see him, when the believer will see him, which means the guy who came to meet him, he will say, oh people, this is Dajjal, which means this is a liar, about whom the messenger of Allah, BBBUH, has informed us. Dajjal will have him laid in his stone and have his head, so he will cut his head. He will struck on his back and on his stomach. Dajjal will ask him, don't you believe in me? The Dajjal now is talking to this guy. Don't you believe in me? He will say, you are the false Messiah, the false Messiah. Okay, but Muslims, what this guy will accomplish from being the false Messiah, he does not tell us. And why people are calling Lord? Why he choose the Messiah to take and to clone? I mean, why he don't claim to be Allah himself? As you see, he's saying, I am Lord, worship me. Why he chose the Messiah? He could not find better character, so people they will love and they follow more than the Messiah is. This is how it is. Why he did not say, I am Muhammad, I'm coming back? Why the Messiah? Those questions Muslims have no answer for. Is this guy is the devil? Who is a Muslim is willing to answer us? Is this guy is the devil? Any Muslim, mayday. Copy-paste nation. Is this false Messiah? Is he the devil? Who is a Muslim? He have an answer. Look at the text. We have, like, I don't know why today we don't have too many people here. We have 274. Why? Yesterday we have 400 something. What happened? Where is everybody? Huh? Because we, unbelievable. Okay, let me tell you. If you don't bring me another 200 right now, I'm going to call the Dajjal and he will do things for you, you will not believe it. In the best scenario, I will call Allah. Remember, I speak Arabic. I am an Arab like him. He know my language. He can understand what I want. And I will ask him to strike you with ice. An iceberger is going to fade over your screen, and here we go. We make hole in your roof. Do you want that? Only 277? Unbelievable. How disappointing. Anyway, 277 is a lot, my friend. I'm just joking. Our Lord, the Messiah, our Savior, he has 12 men. Listen carefully. Don't you believe in me? And then the guy, he will put him down, and the Dajjal, he will question him, and then at the Dajjal is going to do something bad for him. What he will do, look what he will do. Then he will give orders to have him sawn by saw. What? Anyone watch American horror movies before? I did. I saw Obama many times. I saw Hillary Clinton many times. I see American news many times. I mean, everything you see in the world today is a horror. A guy, he go in the embassy to sign a paper. He don't come out. They made him pieces and they cream him and they send him in the sewage. So the guy at the Dajjal will bring a saw and will saw this person two parts. He will give his order to have him sawn with a saw into two, from the parting of his hair up to his legs. I mean, like. I mean, that's fun, man. Close your eyes, close your eyes. This is a romantic scene. Close your eyes. Imagine there's a beautiful believer. I mean, I thought only ISIS do that, and Muhammad looked like there's a competition. At Dajjal, he would do that too. Is it at Dajjal who split a woman two pieces when she was alive and she is over the age of 80? Her name is Mufurfa. Muhammad did that. So Dajjal is trying to copy Muhammad, mashallah. Alhamdulillah. So now they saw him into two parts, from his head all down, all to his legs. But you know, there is something I don't understand here. Hold on. You know, I am very good in drawing, right? I told you that I had a Nobel Prize for drawing. Very well artist I am, you know, very well known. If there is a man, how the man look like? This is how the man look like. Let us imagine he is an alien. This is the man. This is his neck. This is his shoulders. Okay? All right. Now those are his hands. Those are his legs. Okay. Now they want to cut him pieces. What do you mean they cut him pieces all the way down to his legs? Here there's nothing, my friend. After they pass this point here, they do not need to cut anymore. What do you mean they cut him down all the way to his legs? Are you saying to me this guy, his legs is attached together? Unbelievable. By the way, I have copyright over this drawing because I know it's going to be sold by auction one day, and they will say the art of a Christian prince. And you will see Hillary Clinton, she will make a lot of money from it. And, you know, the Democrat, they will use it. And they will say, this is what happened when you vote for Trump. Art is messed up. They will accuse Trump of this. You know, they will say, see, this guy, he's an Arab. But because of discrimination in the borders, he used to be an artist in the previous days in the Middle East. But since Trump, he scared the hell of him. He lost his ability to draw anything. And let us blame the Jews. True story. We go back. So the guy, he will be cut to pieces by a saw. By the way, I bought a saw to work in my room. So in case any one of you thinking about something, let me know. But don't ever use it with your mother-in-law. Use it only with the drawing, not with the human. Be careful. Otherwise, you must be at the jar. So now this guy, he cut this person, the false Messiah, he cut this person into two pieces. All the way from his hair up down to his legs, as you see. And after that, the Dajjal will walk between the two holes and will say to him, what the heck? Hold on. This one need a special drawing. There's some Muslims here are very slow. They will not understand what's happening here. So I need to make it more clear, please. So now we have this guy. He became two parts. So this is half of his head, all right, and half of his neck here, and then half of his shoulder, and then there's only one leg, and here there's the other half, and this is half of his neck, and this is half of his body, and this is half of his leg. And now at Dajjal is going to walk between. Let us draw Mr. Dajjal. We will make him blue. This is Mr. Dajjal. Oh, we need to make it this small. Guys, if you want to learn how to, I'm sure many of you are impressed with my drawing, and you are wondering how I learned all of this. I cannot tell you really, it's a gift. It's a gift and a curse, as they say in America. I mean, it's one of the funny things, and I heard them all. It's a gift and a curse. Yeah, right. Anyway, so we go here, we draw a Dajjal. This is a Dajjal. He will walk. The Dajjal is handsome. He look like Sylvester Stallone. And he have a beard too. This is his beard, right? And then this is his neck. He have big muscles. He have two guns in the side. He is now here standing. Those are his legs. Okay. His ass is big. I'll show you. And here he have a big Magnum 500. And those are his legs. So at Dajjal now will stand between the two parts of the person, and he will say to him, stand up. Hold on. How he will stand up when you are between him? Do you know why I draw this drawing? Just to show you how stupid the story. In order for this guy to stand up, he have to be together. In order to be together, this guy, he has to move from between his two parts. People, are you listening? Are you listening? You see, the problem is people, they read the stories, but they don't read it deep. I mean, people, they read, but they don't notice what how funny, how stupid the story is. That's why you might think I'm just wasting time drawing this. I'm not drawing for wasting your time. I'm just showing you how stupid the story. How this guy is two parts, and now he is standing between the two parts, and yet he says to him, go back together and stand up. He cannot go back together. He's standing between the two parts. At least move, you idiot. Hello? Somebody tell Muhammad to change the scenario. Tell Muhammad that he should say that he stood in the top of his in the side of his head, in the side of his right side, but not in the middle. I mean, the guy is between the two halls. Read it with me. I'm not saying that. You see, this is what the hadith saying. I remember this guy when he was speaking about farting. You remember the guy, the sheikh and the farting, when he said the shaitan, he play with your balls? He said, the hadith says so, the hadith says so. I did not say that, the hadith says so. Like, don't laugh at me, I'm not the idiot, it's your prophet. So, this guy is between two halls, and yet he want to say to the guy, stand up. Brothers and sisters, if any one of you feel like want to convert to Islam, please don't hesitate. Believe. Islam is a religion of stories, which is true. And by the way, me myself, I saw a person who was two halves, and the Prophet Muhammad was standing between his two halves. And the reason he was standing between two halves, because it was there a sign there, it says stop sign for bus. A Muslim say in Arabic, Al-Islamu Deenul Haqq. Absolutely. Can't you see? Islam is the religion of the truth. This is the truth. The guy is two pieces, and now the Dajjal is standing between the two halves and saying that the two halves stand up. So now the guy will stand up what? He is two halves still? Or he will be one person? Let us see what will happen. I'm so excited to see what is coming. Are you excited with me? Let us read together. So he will say to him, and he will stand on his feet. Like, hold on. Shouldn't you put him together first? Are you saying to me that this guy, he will stand up two halves? So now we have two, and they are standing up. Hello? 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 Hello, Abdul, من فضلك يا عيني. Call me Abdul. We are waiting for you. Any Abdul would like to call me right now. Call me Abdul. It is fun to hear you. Any Abdul. I mean, this is amazing. I'm sure many of you, inside his heart, he feels he want to convert. It's not only true story, it's not only logical, it's not only scientific, it's not only horror, it is exciting and full of actions and spices. So now we have a guy who is two halves is going to stand up. Do we have any Muslim? Who is a Muslim on a call? Anyone? Obviously, Muhammad here is not lying. Let us continue the story. It's like a cartoon, but it's a horrible cartoon. And then he will then say, "Don't you believe in me?" What? The guy now is dead. He cut him two halves, and he asked him to stand up. And you guys, hold on. Anyone remember something that's called how they write it in English? I don't watch this kind of movies. Hold on. What they call it? What they call it? Zombie. The guy now is dead, and he is two pieces. And now he ordered him to stand up. Two pieces, not one person. Those zombies are one person. This guy is two pieces. Like the movies in America did not reach that part yet where they can do that in the movies yet. I think this is a good idea for those who make movies. So this guy now is two pieces, and yet he is standing up, and now he is going to talk. This is literally the zombie. He did not to bring him back to life yet. He's dead. Any Muslim want to call us, say something. Any Muslim want to say something? Muslims, do you want to call me and say like, and I will ask you, do you love me? Do you? Do you? Do you hate me? Do you? Do you? Because I read for you. Because I read for you all the stupid story. Do you love me? How much the Muslims hate me for reading for them what their prophet said? I do nothing. I just read for them what their prophet said. And because it's so stupid, so silly, they hate me instead of laughing at their prophet and say, This is not his fault. This guy is just reading for us how stupid, how silly our prophet is. But they hate me. Everybody in the house say, I hate you, I hate you. Be honest with you, Muslims. How many of you hate me for reading this to you? Huh? How many? Each time I read something to the Muslims, they get upset. I mean, I'm reading for you what the Prophet, peace upon him, said. Why you get upset for me? Be upset from the one who said it's a story. Let us continue. Then the guy, he is now two cords, two halves, and he will stand, which means he's standing in 1 feet. Each part of him, you see, he is this man, he is two halves, zombie, and he is going to stand in his feet. So, which means one part standing in 1 feet, the other part standing in 1 feet. Then he will say to him, don't you believe in me? The person will say, it has added in my inside that you are a Dajjal. It's like a zombie. I mean, look, it has added to my inside. It's like a program, you know. So now we have a guy, we killed him, still he stands up, he's still saying the same. It's been added into my inside that you are a Dajjal, which means the liar. This is fun? The guy, he is dead, and now he is standing in two parts, each part standing in 1 foot. I don't know how he can balance himself. And then he is talking, by the way, which means he's talking at the same time with his tongue, because his tongue must be cut to pieces. So the two tongues in the same time, they are saying, it has added to my inside that you are a Dajjal. What? That's fun. This is incredible. I cannot believe how beautiful this story is. You called? What do you mean you called? What do you mean you called? My Skype is on. Everybody will hear you if you call. Don't lie. Don't lie. Listen. Anyone lie will go to the heaven of the Prophet. Don't do lie. And you know what will happen to you in the heaven of the Prophet. There's 80,000 horny females that will jump on. And you can imagine what they will do to your willing. 80,000 women. Is that a heaven or this is hell? Why you don't lie? You know, Muhammad he lied. Do you want me to show you? Muhammad he lied, the Prophet he lied, or you know, Islam, all of it is a lie. Okay, let me call you. Maybe this guy is trying to call me, but maybe he has a bad connection. Let us see. Hold on. Oh, this is a different person. He is look like we have a Muslim who left Islam now. All right, that's wonderful. I'm calling him. It says unavailable. Yeah. Well, it look like we have a Muslim who left Islam. He sent me a message. He's trying to call us. He said to me, I have accepted Jesus as my Lord. But you know, I am still not there yet. But I have left Islam, and now I'm looking into Christianity. But brother, please, I just have one request from you. I was lucky that my brother found a video of me debating you, and I was okay with. In fact, he is having doubts about Islam. So this guy, he was debating me, and now he left Islam, and now his brother, he watched the debate between me and him. All right, okay. Okay. So let me know what the name of the debate, my friend, so I can take it off. He's asking me to take it off from YouTube. You see, guys, when you call me in YouTube, if you don't want, if you are a Muslim, you are a Muslim yesterday. Today you became a Christian. What I can do? I mean, how I can take off what they people they download my videos, they share it everywhere. You call me, you were a Muslim, you debated me, you know, it's out of my hand. That's the second I'm posting right now on YouTube. That's it. It's in YouTube because everybody download my videos. Anyway, let's continue. So then he will say to him, "Don't you believe in me?" The person will say, "It is had added to my inside that you are a Dajjal." He will add, which means the Dajjal. And notice with me here, the Muslims, when they speak at the Dajjal, they are making it as he with big capital letter. He, it is he, always he. You see, wherever they go, when they speak about the Dajjal, he as a big God. He. See, they never mention he as a small he. It's always big he. No problem, no problem, my friend, no problem. Nobody, you know your name? I don't even know your name. Guys, when you call me in Skype, I don't know your name. First of all, you can change your name, make it whatever you want. Call it potato, call it tomato, call it a dajjal, call it shish kebab, call it whatever you want. Same time, if you don't want to reveal your ID to people you speak to online, never use your real name in any form, in Skype, in Facebook, etc. Let us continue. So he will add, all people he will not be able to behave with anyone amongst the people in such a manner after me. A Dajjal will kill him, will try to kill him, to space between his neck and collarbone, and will turn into copper, and he will find no way to kill him. What? Hold on. This is something. I don't know how I can draw that. Who is good in drawing here? Can help me? So now we have a guy who became two pieces. And then at Dajjal, he cut him two pieces from his head to his toe. He has two tongues, he has 2 feet, he is 2 parts, and yet he say that in my sight it was added that you are a Dajjal. He will add, all people, he will not be able to behave with anyone among the people in such a manner after me. A Dajjal will try to kill him. But what do you mean he tried to kill him? He's already dead. The guy is already dead and he cut him 2 pieces. What do you mean that Dajjal will try to kill him? The space between his neck and the collarbone will turn into copper. And he will find no way to kill him. Okay, hold on. We need to draw this. I have to use my art again. Have patience with me. Be honest with me, guys. Don't you like my artistic drawing? Do you think, guys, I should make maybe like I open a gallery to sell my art? If you go to the galleries you see in France and those countries, I mean, it's stupid. You don't understand anything in the drawing. It's like a cat was jumping all over, and then they said for 20,000, 50,000, euro. I mean, this is even better and make more sense. So now we have this guy. He is 2 pieces. Let us go back to 0. This guy is 2 pieces. 1 piece here. And 1 piece here. And now Allah will make between the 2 pieces copper. Yes, brother, copper. Guys, how the copper look like? So we should make it yellow. Let us make it yellow. All this area, brother, is going to be filled up with copper. Man, that is astonishing miracle. I never thought about such a thing. The guy now is two parts, and Allah He put between the two parts copper. You see, in America today, we call it a crazy glue. Unbelievable! This is so beautiful, and this is so. This is true. This must be true story. This is a very, very, very true story. Who can reject this story? Be honest with me. Who can reject such an amazing truth? This is the Prophet Muhammad saying that. The Prophet Muhammad saying that a Muslim guy will be killed by a Dajjal, and the Dajjal will cut him two pieces by a saw. Let me tell you how the saw works. The saw of the Dajjal is very sharp, my friend. So it's going to be like this. Okay? Like this is the saw of the Dajjal. It's going to be like here. Two parts. So now he's two parts, but Allah, He will fix that. How Allah will fix that? Allah will fill this area, all of it, with the copper. And those stories are true stories. I can bring you witnesses. Any Muslim can tell me why Allah He will choose copper to glue this guy together. Is that because copper is cheap, or because it was very famous at that time? Why copper? Why out of all the colors in the world, Allah and the metals and the materials, why Allah He choose copper? If you remember, do you remember, guys, Allah mentioned the copper in somewhere? Anyone remember? Do you remember where Allah He mentioned the story of copper? Who remember? The one who remember where it's mentioned in the Quran, the story of the copper, I will make you an admin in my chat when we are not open, as a reward for you. Nobody remember? I'm so disappointed. Thank you, Yafur. Yafur, you see, Yafur is the name of the donkey of the Prophet. This person is very, very smart. He just said the story of Alexander the Great. You remember when Alexander the Great, he went to a place where he found the sun set in the murky water, and this, by the way, is true in the Middle East. Always always the sun set in murky water, because all the water around us is dirty. It's impossible to find the water is not murky. Even the water you drink. You open the faucet, the water is murky. You take a shower, the water is murky. You walk in the street is murky. The sky is murky. Everything is murky. Even actually, we use, according to my father, the grandfather, we used to have a king. His name is Morki Albright. True story. So who is the Muslim who tell me why Allah could not find a way to fix the guy and glue him together except copper? Copper? I mean, why Allah stuck with the copper? Alexander the Great, the guys, they said to him, there's a people, they are called people of Gog and Magog. Gog. And Muhammad, he stole the name from the Bible, but this is not what the Bible says. How many of you is coming here to learn, and how many of you is coming to love? And how many of you is coming for both? Be honest. I know. This is education program, but it is very much entertaining. I know. It's okay. It's okay. And you know what? I'm not upset. Even if you are gluing yourself together after you love so much with the glue, it's called Cooper. Cooper? And you tell me that Allah do not know anything about chemical and about material? He know the Cooper. How Allah he knew the Cooper? If Allah is not God, how Allah knew about the Cooper? You tell me. Only God know about Cooper. It is Cooper, Cooper, not Cooper. Somebody told me it is Cooper, not Cooper. Who cares? It is the same. Cooper. Allah will glue him with the Cooper? Uh, what will happen? You are laughing at me? Ah, my friend, I was wondering why you are laughing. I thought you are laughing at Allah. Okay, what about you call me and you tell me what do you think about your prophet saying all those amazing stuff, my brother? As long you are laughing at me, do you like to call me? Do you really believe in this story? Who is a brave Muslim is willing to call and tell me what he believes in? Do you really agree that Muhammad is telling the truth? I saw movies about people who they turn into stones and salt and etc. But this is new. Your Allah supposedly now is making this person stay alive by using copper together. He glued him and he made him stay alive so the guy he will not be able to kill him. The guy is two pieces and the guy is still alive. Read with me. After that, after what? After the Dajjal, he made him two pieces. After the Dajjal, the Dajjal will walk between the two halves. So the guy now is two halves already. And he will say to him, stand up. And he will stand up. Hmm? So what do you mean they saw him in two pieces? And Allah, he glue him by copper and he made him to avoid this guy from killing him. Do you really Muslims believe that this guy became two pieces, still he's alive? The Dajjal will try to kill him. The Dajjal will try to kill him. Okay, sounds interesting. I took a snapshot so we don't draw it again. After the Dajjal, he do that. He tried to kill him. The space between his neck and collarbone will turn into copper and he will find no way to kill him. So he will catch hold of him by his hand and feet and throw him into what appeared to be the fire. The people will think that he has been thrown into the fire, whereas he will be thrown into Jannah. What a nice movie. So guys, the Dajjal, he will cut the guy two pieces. And then Allah will glue the pieces by a copper. And then the Dajjal, because he is unsuccessful to kill him, he will take him from his feet, grab him, and he throw him at the fire, which appeared to be a fire, but in fact it is the Jannah of Allah. Oh boy. Any Muslim? Any comment? And look how Muhammad, he contradicts himself. Isn't it Muhammad the same story he said to us? He said that he will kill the man in the previous hadith. Correct, guys? Isn't it Muhammad he said in the previous hadith? Read with me carefully. A man, he will come to the Dajjal, he will say to him, I testify that you are a Dajjal, which means you are the false Messiah, the false the liar, who astray Allah apostle, whose story Allah apostle has told us. And Dajjal will say to him, will say to his audience, look, if I kill this man and then I give him life, you will have no doubt about me, about my claim. They will reply, no, which means we will not have any doubt. Then Dajjal will kill him. And this is additional proof that Muhammad is a liar. Once he say he will not be able to kill him, and once he say he will kill him. Do you see it? Any Muslim have a comment? How Muhammad, the same guy telling the same story twice, and each time the story is different. In this story, this guy will be killed. In the other story, the Dajjal will cut him 2 pieces, and Allah will glue him with a copper, and yet he is going to be alive. Any Abdul? Guys, focus with me in the topic. Don't fight with each other. I mean, leave the Muslims alone. Leave the Muslims alone. Okay, let me tell you this. Imagine, God forbid, you wake up in the morning, you find yourself a Muslim. I mean, imagine how horrible it is. And you believe that there is a Dajjal, he cut a guy 2 pieces, and then the guy, he told him to stand up, and the guy stand up, he had 2 tongues, he had 2 feet, he had 2 parts, and then the guy at Dajjal, he tried to kill him. After this, he tried to kill him, he cut him 2 pieces. Allah, he made the 2 halves glued by copper. Do you want that to happen to you? Put yourself in his shoe. Huh? Yeah, no problem. You know, the moderator, they can delete a chat, and even YouTube can delete a chat automatically, my friend. If there is any bad words, there's a filtering for words. So the words, they would disappear right away, even by Google. Don't worry about that. You see, guys, the chat is not really my concern. And, you know, people, they say whatever they want. Here we have a topic. Anything in the chat, it doesn't count for me. The one who want to debate me, call me. And, you know, before I forget, a Muslim, he post in YouTube, he's saying, under my videos, he's saying, all the Christian stories are fictions and lie. And even they are copying from previous stories. As an example, they say to you that the story of Jesus making wine exists in the Greek mythology for a previous god. And I say to the Abdul, and whoever posts, copy and paste, you are a liar. This is the mythology of the God you are talking about of the Greeks. It doesn't say that he is the one who made the wine or the water wine. It says that a villager, he came to him, he gave him a fruit, he gave him back in return a wine. So what the mythology of the Greek is, that this is the first God who discovered the wine. He did not make wine from the water. Copy paste nation, it doesn't help. You can make lies as much as you want. There's other Abdul, stupid Abdul, he said that the story of Jesus about being a son of a virgin is taken from a Krishna. But the idiot is stupid, he don't even read. Go and see Krishna, he has 7 brothers. And his mother is not virgins. His mother and his father, he was born in jail. His father and his mother was in jail. What virgin? They are dumb. They are dummy. They are copy paste and they don't know what they are talking about. And when you say as a Muslim that the story of Jesus, born of a virgin, is coming from a Krishna, you just destroy the Quran because the Quran approved the story. So not only you are ignorant about the Krishna, not only you are ignorant about what you are talking about, not only you are stupid with your claim full of lies, and the top of that, you just destroyed your stupid Quran. Thank you very much. Why they lie? Why they lie? The story of Jesus making wine is taken from a Greek god. We are right. Here we go, the story of the Greek god in front of us with the reference. Why you lie? Huh? Lying is so easy, but you should not be a victim of lies. You know, you are a person who knows how to write, how to read. You have the age of internet where you can find tons of information in a second. You do not even need to go to the library. Don't make people fool you. You will find this posted everywhere in the internet by a bunch of liars who copy paste from each other. Like now, you hear from somebody, you're an atheist, you hear from somebody that, oh, the Greek, they have a god who he is the one who made the wine from water. This is not true. It doesn't say that. He made the grapefruit, the juice. He is the one who discovered how to make it. This is what it says in the story. He did not make a miracle. He did not make the water wine. In the story of Jesus, they did not give him grapes. They gave him water. They did not give him a grape juice, and he said to them, okay, I will make it for you wine in 2 seconds. Why people lie? So when you speak, when you watch a video, when you watch somebody making what it's called like documentary, which has nothing to do with documentary, because documentary have to provide documents. You have to provide at least history, regardless if it's true or not. Which means if history says that, we go with the history. Let's see what the history says. If history said that Alexander the Great used to fly in the top of a flying carpet, that is history, and we will go with it. Doesn't mean we will believe it, but at least provide historian or historical document. When we speak about Islam, we don't go and look for historian because Muhammad and the Muslims are the best historian. They are the one who gave us all the funny, stupid stories about Muhammad. I am not reading my own. This is what Muslims gave me. I'm not creating stories. I'm not fabricating documentary. It is from your book. Additional fictional story about a Dajjal, that this guy, he has a funny face. He is very handsome, but he have a problem with the right eye. the prophet, the prophet, peace upon him, how he knew that the Dajjal have a problem with the right eye. Is that a birth defect? And Abdul can tell us what's happening here. The Dajjal, he can raise people from death. He can command the trees. He can command the sky. He can do miracles, but yet he cannot fix his eye. Are you sure? And how Muhammad he got those information and where he get it from? Any Muslim wanna kill me? Tell me what you Muslims believe in. How in the world you believe in such a madness? So this guy he can do all kinds of miracles, but he cannot fix his eye. Hmm? He can order a man who he cut in two pieces to stand up. He can kill and bring people to life. He can order gold and silver to come from the ground. He can order trees to follow him. He can order cloud to shade him. He can order the rain to fall on him. But he cannot fix his eye. Let me tell you about the solution, my friend. You can go these days to any eye doctors and they will do a surgery for you and they will make your eye look beautiful as if it is real, even if it's fake. Which means nobody will notice that his eye have a problem. How we can fix that now? Is that correct, guys? Is it true that in the field of medicine today, they can make your eye, even if you're blind, they will make you look like you have a real eye. They can install a fake eye. How you will know? They can fix the look of the eye. They can fix the look of the nose, the lips, the mouth. Don't you see? Let me tell you about one of my, my previous wives. I have, because I am a Muslim, alhamdulillah. One of them, she became like 99 years old. So she kept making plastic surgery, plastic surgery, plastic surgery. And the other day I saw her belly button next to her nose because they can stretching it. It's very easy. So now this guy, all what he have a problem in his eye, he can fix it. With all the gold he have, all the silver he have, he can go to any doctor. The same doctor who make Hillary Clinton look beautiful and look young. He can do the surgery for him. What's wrong with you? So this is how we will recognize this guy. He can wear sunglasses. Okay, what if he wears sunglasses? How we will know now what happened to his eye? This is how we will recognize that Dajjal from his right eye. And what makes Muhammad more funny, he claimed that Ad-Dajjal and Allah, they look exactly the same. Ad-Dajjal and Allah, they look exactly the same. Let me show you the hadith, so nobody will say I'm making things up. You know the Abdul, they are very sensitive. We have to be honest. They get offended from anything, even if you say hi. You say hi, they say to you, say Assalamu alaikum. They'll get offended. Don't say hi. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. I just said Assalamu alaikum. Why don't answer? The Prophet said to us, don't initiate salam to the Jews and the Christians. So why you said to me, you should say Assalamu alaikum, not hi, as they're going to go. Somebody told me that he don't like the picture which is in the screen. My friend, somebody, I'm telling you, like I'm making a pictures of something you like. This is what a Dajjal is drawing by the Muslims. That is not my business. You will like it more if I draw it myself. I understand because I'm very artistic and very good in drawing. But this is what is available. Okay, we will change the eye color for you. Let us make it Islamic eye color. All right, we have. Hello?
Hello, Sibir, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, my friend.
Hello, my brother. Just one question. What is the reason for the Dajjal all doing this? Because he wants to show everybody that he is a real Messiah, or what is the reason
Yes,
for that?
supposedly he is claiming to be the real Messiah, yes.
Okay.
He wants the world to believe in him that he is the God, he is the Messiah.
And when will Jesus came back and destroy? Will he destroy first the crosses and the pigs, and then the Dajjal, or first the Dajjal? What does the tradition say?
Well, Muhammad always he gives a lot of contradiction in his stories. However, the first thing the Messiah will do is going to kill the pig and destroy the cross. And look like the Dajjal is not really important that much to the point he go to fight the pig first.
But there are some people saying that when it says that he will kill the pigs, that means the Jews. Is that right?
No. This is about the pig. No. Real pig.
Real. Because they hate pig and
yeah, the pig he will have like two guns, and and the Isa will come to him, and you will hear like this whistle in the Western movie, like da-da-da-da-da. And then he will say to him, Isa will say to the pig, "Are you Mr. Pig?" Mr. Pig, he will answer, "Are you Isa?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, let's go for it. I'm waiting for you for long. You draw first." "No, I draw first." "No, you draw first." And then supposedly they draw together, but Isa is faster for sure.
That's such a stupid story.
Yeah, what you can say. I mean, Islam is all of it.
Yeah. I can't believe how any Muslim could ever believe such a thing. I don't know. Well, that was my question. Thank you, Brother CP. God bless you.
No problem. Thank you, my friend. And actually, the Dajjal, when he meet with Jesus, Jesus will not shoot at him. Do you know what will happen to the Dajjal when he sees Jesus?
No, he will melt. Not like
he will melt. He will melt like salt.
Like salt, right?
Like salt. I mean, look at this. I mean, melt like salt, right? That's it. I mean, obviously, this Isa is like he has a very powerful X-ray, and then the Dajjal, when he see Isa, he melts. Muslims, can you tell me why this guy he see the Messiah, he melts?
No, nobody can tell.
As long as you remind me about this story, so let us show it to people in the screen. Thank you, my friend, for calling. Right. Take care.
Thank you very much, CP.
Take care. Bye. If we go in the hadith, we will find the following story. Let me find you the hadith, which is additional proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. I remember the hadith, it says the following. All right. Here we go. Look at this story. This Dajjal, who is so powerful, so scary, he will control all the earth. And all the earth for Muhammad, by the way, is Syria, Damascus, Tabuk, Ethiopia, and Medina, and Mecca. That's it. I mean, this is what Muhammad knew. Oh, like in Persia, for sure, because he has a Salman al-Farisi. So here, the last hour would not come, the prophecy of the prophet. Enter the Roman would land at Al-Mak in Dabiq. Hold on. Oh. The judgment day will not come, enter the Roman. Will not, or they will land in Dabiq. My friend, there is no Roman no more. Do you know that? What Roman? When we speak about Roman Muslims, what is the army of the Roman? Where we can find the army of the Roman who is exist until Judgment Day? Any Abdul? I want to know where we can find the army of the Roman. Russia? Who's talking? Olga from Russia? Vladimir Putin? He is the leader for the Roman? This is additional proof that Muhammad is a liar. There's no Roman no more. There's no Roman, there's no army of the Roman, there's no such a thing. Continue. And then an army consisting of the best soldiers of the people of the earth at that time will come from Medina. The best army in the earth at that time. Why? They have F-16. From Al-Medina, there's the best army in the world. How is that? The American, they are protecting Al-Medina. Call me, I am Muslim. Stop posting text in Arabic. Nobody understands. Call me and tell me what do you want to say. Give me a call. You know, give me your name and Skype. I will call you. What was your name? What was your name and Skype? You called me before, right? Give me your name and text. I will call you. I promise. I swear by the fig, I will call you. And you know, swearing by fig is big swear in Islam. Allah himself, he swear by fig. Allah, he put a fig in front of him and he said, I swear by the fig, I swear, I swear, I swear. I mean, somebody swear. Have you ever heard of somebody swear by fig? Make it bigger. What about watermelon? God, but yet he swear by the fig. Imagine you go to become a judge in the Supreme Court with Trump. And then because you are a Muslim, Trump, he hire a Muslim in the Supreme Court. And then the Muslim, they put in front of him a fig. And they say to him, swear by the fig, you will obey the Constitution. And he say, I swear by the fig, I do swear, I do swear. That's amazing. That's so beautiful. And then after he swear by the fig, he eat it because he's angry. Unbelievable. This is the sweetest oath ever in history. Unbelievable. Let us continue. Why you keep taking me out of my topic? Shame on you. Do you want me to ask Allah to curse you and send hail on you? He cut it from mountains in heaven as in the Quran? Or do you want me to ask Allah to send you the beast? It's called the Jassasa, which has the stick of Moses and the ring of Solomon, and he hit you in your nose, and you will become black. Allah will make people black and white. How? By hitting them by a stick and a ring? Okay, must be true story. Let us continue. Please don't divert me from my topic. What's wrong with you? Stop talking about Victoria's Secret. Even Victoria's Secret have a place in Islam. Even Victoria's Secret. If you have my book, Sex and Allah, it describes what is the clothes of the women they will be wearing in the bed. How many of you have my book? Or my books? But the last book, I mean the last book, which is Sex and Allah. Fantastic book. You should have it. You know, once the Muslims, they promised me that they are going to burn all my books. And one of them, he said he will buy all my books and he will burn them. And since then, I'm waiting for that order to happen. I mean, why Muslims don't do that? Why you don't order all my books so you can burn them and make a video about burning my books? Buy more. I mean, that is the smartest threat ever I heard. Buying all my books and burning it. Do you think Muslims, I am the same as Uthman or Affan? You don't have even a copy for him? We have a lot of copy, my friend. Anyway, just burn it. All right? Burn it and give a copy to Bernie Sanders because he needs it. We go and we continue. All right. Here we see in front of us that the best army in the earth will come from the city of Al-Medina. Look like Muhammad, he took the city of Mecca out of his calculation anymore. And they will arrange themselves in ranks. The Roman would say, do not stand between us and those Muslims who took prisoners from amongst us. See, Muhammad, he is reciting history now that they kidnapped they kidnapped Romanian women. Let us fight with them. And the Muslims would say, nay, by Allah, we would never get aside from you and from our brethren, and they would never get aside from you, and that they might fight them. They will then fight, and a third part of the army would run away. The third part, whom Allah will never forgive. Third part of the army of the Muslim will run away. What a coward! I assure you that in that army we will find Shabir Ali, Zakir Naik, all of those brothers. Muhammad saying that, not me. The third of his army will run away. All right. Is that the same what happened when they have a war with the Israeli, and then they claim that the Israeli they kicked them out? Things happen. Let it go. And then a third part of the army which would constitute of excellent martyrs. So a third of the army is dead. In Allah's eye, would be killed, and the third who would never be put a trial would win. Here we go. So a third of the army is gone, running. Third of the army is dead, and the other third is the winner. How they win? Why the third of the army is running away if they are winning anyway? I mean, have you ever heard of such a story like this? But Muhammad now, he's practicing his job as a prophet. And you know, it's very hard to be a prophet these days. It's not easy. It's not easy. Now, after those, they win. They were busy in distributing the spoil of war. The Muslims now, they are practicing their hobby. Distributing the spoil of war amongst themselves. After hanging their sword by olive trees. What? They will hang their swords by olive tree. This is in the judgment day. In the judgment day, you Muslims, we will have swords. I think there's a better music for this story. Pink Panther. We are talking about Judgment Day, and Muhammad is still talking about Muslims fighting the Roman by swords, and they are hanging their swords in a olive tree. Brothers and sisters, your prophet never heard about machine guns. He never heard about missiles. He never heard about tanks. He never heard about airplanes. What swords and what olive tree? In the Judgment Day, we will be fighting by swords, and we will hang our sword in the olive tree. It must be true story. Ta-dun, 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 ta-dun. What means, my brother, the true story. This is true story. I mean, who in the world dare to say that this story cannot be true? Let it go, let it go, let it go. The Satan would cry. What? The Satan would cry? Why the Satan is crying? That Dajjal has taken your place among your family. What? The Satan, he would do that? Guys, the Satan would be shouting and saying that Dajjal has taken your place among your family. They would then come out, but it would be no avail. And when they would come to Syria, they would come out while they would be still preparing themselves for the battle. Drawing up the ranks, certainly. the time of prayer shall come, and then Jesus, son of Mary, would descend. Hold on. Muslims, did your prophet said that Jesus will descend? Descend from where? From heaven. Jesus, the son of Mary, will descend and he would lead them. Talala, 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 talala. Muslim. Yes, Isa, yes. I am Isa, the son of Mary. I come here to lead you. Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Okay, everybody take a beer and follow me. And now Isa, who descended from heaven, he is going to lead the Abdul to do jihad. And what they will do? When the enemy of Allah would see him, hold on. This is very dangerous. When the enemy of Allah, the enemy of who? Of Allah. Is that talking about a group or individual, guys? It's about individual, right? It's about the Dajjal. What will happen to the enemy of Allah when he sees Jesus? It would disappear as just as salt dissolves itself in water. And if Jesus were not to confront them at all, they would then it would dissolve completely. But Allah would kill them by his hand, and he would show them their blood on his land. And look what Muhammad he said here. The Muslims, they put between bracket the lance of Jesus Christ. Anyone notice here how dangerous what Muhammad he just said? Anyone notice? Muhammad is speaking that between his lance, talking about Allah. Does it talk about Allah? Or I'm making things up? Read carefully with me. I want all the Muslims to be honest and to read with me what they see in front of them. How this can be true. And how you're still a Muslim after you read this. But Allah would kill them by his hand. And he would show them their blood. On his land. The hand here, we are talking about the hand of who? The Arabic says, يقتله الله بيده فيرميهم دمه في فيريهم دمه في حربته. Here the Muslims, they have to say that this is about Jesus. He will kill all those people and Allah will show them their blood in his lance. Or it says here in Arabic that the one who will kill them is Allah, and the blood, their blood will be in the lance, or he will show them their blood between the lance of Jesus. Either way, here we have something very important, that if the devil or if the Antichrist present the evil and the devil, he cannot be destroyed by any army, by any war. But when he sees Jesus, he will dissolve like water, like salt in the water. I challenge the Muslim to tell me why. This is the Dajjal who supposedly he can raise people from death, he can co-order nature, he can do all, he can fight everybody, he will control everywhere. But yet when he sees Jesus, he dissolves like salt inside the water. Any Muslim can tell me why. What is the power of Jesus the Christ to the point when the devil or even the evil see him, he melts? Why is that? Why does the Dajjal don't melt when he see Allah? Why he don't melt when he see any other one? Do we have any Muslim? Thank you, my friend, for the one who's saying hello to me. Sorry, I was busy watching the devil dissolving like salt. My friend, let me tell you what will happen. This is your prophet, he will dissolve like salt in the front of Jesus. This is your cult, will dissolve like salt in the front of Jesus. And be my witness. Time will come and you will see. But what is confirmed even in your religion, that the most powerful creature, which is the devil, he will dissolve like salt when he sees Jesus. This is in your book. Can you argue against that? And then now the question is, who is this Jesus who can, or who he earned such a power? How he can do that? The Dajjal, he just saw him and he dissolved like salt. Any Muslim can tell us what's happening? And don't tell me this hadith is weak and this hadith is skinny and this hadith is not eating good and you know this is a fabricated hadith. No, this is a sahih hadith. This is a very, very, very sahih. Very much sahih. If you don't believe me, I can call Zakir Naik right now. Brother sister, a person of you asked the question. Is it true that when Prophet Isa peace upon him, he's going to come back? Is it true when we see that the Dajjal is going to dissolve thy soul? First of all, my friend, the Dajjal, yes, he's going to dissolve thy salt, but salt at that time is different from salt at this day. As an example, if you go to the laboratory, you will find there's many kinds of salt. There's salt for food, and there's salt for chemical use. And the Dajjal is going to dissolve like salt for food. And that I'm trying to confirm to you. But he is the bad kind of salt, which means you cannot use him for food. And I understand your worry. You are worried now that the Dajjal is going to dissolve in the water like salt, and then we make him salt again and we eat him. Brother, don't worry. This is the judgment day. Thank you very much. This is how silly the Muslims are. They are worried that now if the Dajjal dissolved like salt and he became salt, are we going to eat salt after that and maybe we eat the Dajjal? The most silly nation ever you can imagine. They come with all kind of silly, stupid questions. You can't even think about it. Brother, the Dajjal became salt? What if somebody sold me salt at Dajjal to my kitchen and I ate him? I will wake up in the morning and find myself Dajjal salty person. You know, Muhammad, he taught Muslims a lot of stupid things, including, like, as an example, that if somebody drank the milk of somebody, of a woman, she became like his mother, and her daughter became like his sister. So a guy, he took his fiancée and they ate ice cream together. And now he calling the TV station saying, Assalamu alaikum, brother. Wa alaikum assalam, brother. Brother, I have a question. Yesterday, me and my fiancé, we ate ice cream together. Somebody told me that he became my sister now. Please give me an answer. I'm very confused. I'm worried to have any sexual relationship with my sister. Unbelievable. So smart. This religion is the top religion in the world. I mean, you cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. Do we have any Abdul wanna call me? So after all what we said until now, not even a single Abdul call? I mean, this is a shame. Any Muslim have an objection? What was the story about this guy? And what this drama is about? And if we know what will happen exactly, we know his name, we know how he looked like, we know his eye, we know his face. Even Muhammad, he described his ass. Imagine Muhammad, he described that Allah and the Dajjal, they have the same size of the ass, they have the same size of the hair, they have the same face, they have the same look, exactly, except one difference. At Dajjal, he have a problem with the right eye. If we go in the hadith, we find the following. Oh, the Prophet SAWSWSBMWS Mercedes said, I have told you so much about the Dajjal, the Antichrist, that I am afraid you might not understand. The Antichrist is short, hented, woolly haired, one eyed, and eye sightless, and neither protruding nor deep seated. I mean, this is a very important description. We have exactly the size of his ass, we have exactly the hair, we have how everything. And now Muhammad is still worried. He is saying, if you are confused about him, know that your Lord is not one eyed. If you are confused about him being what? Being Allah. Muhammad is afraid that when the Dajjal comes, the Muslims, they will believe that he's Allah. So he's saying to them, if you are confused about him and Allah because they look exactly identical, which means Allah is a short man, is hented, woolly haired, and the difference is he is eye sightless, he is one eyed. That is the only difference between them. This is why the Muslim is afraid the Muslim will be confused. If Allah is not a man and the Dajjal is a man, why the Muslim will be confused between him and Allah? Any Muslim can tell me? If Allah is not a man, how many times we heard that the Muslims saying Allah is not a man? So Allah is not a man, but Muhammad confused that he is afraid that the Muslim will be confused by him and Allah by the look. Look, everything Muhammad described to make the confusion go away is description of a man. He didn't say your God is not a man, he is a man. That's it. He is describing things, and he said to them, one thing is different. His eye, his right eye, is damaged. Any Abdul? What all is this fiction and this madness about Muhammad thinking that Allah and the Dajjal, they look the same? Why? Anyone? Any Muslim? no answer. Simply, Muhammad is a person full of things, fictions, and the more he talk, he like to create stories, he like to make up stories. And the more he talk, the more he get himself busted. Right? Any Muslim believe in this? Why Allah have two eyes anyway? Allah have two eyes. Okay, we learn now that the Dajjal have one eye, that Allah have two eyes. Why Allah have two eyes? Who is the Muslim? I tell me. Any Abdul? Hmm? You see, the Muslim, they keep saying day and night, Allah is not a man, Allah is not a creature like any. But look, he have two eyes, he have two fingers, he have two hands, he have a foot. He have a foot, he have a shin. We Christian, we say hallelujah. Muslims, they call shinnunuya. They worship the shin of Allah. Even in the judgment day, Allah, He will show Himself by showing His shin. Stop these. Allah is not a man, but He is a shin, He is a hand, He has five fingers, He has two eyes, He have a face, He have an ass. I mean, any Muslim would like to call us. And now the Muslims, they see anyone, any guy, he have one eye, they say he's the Dajjal. You believe it? Because of this hadith, any guy, any poor guy, he have one eye, they accuse him to be a Dajjal. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Mayday, Mayday. Anyone? All right. Looks like today we don't have Muslims. I think, what is today? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday is haram to make calls. It's haram. According to Islam, it's haram to call in Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday and every day. It's haram. The Muslims are so good to call the Sheikh to ask him, Assalamu alaikum, brother. Brother, is it okay to shave underarm in front of my wife? Brother, she is your lawful spouse and it's okay for you to shave your underarm in front of her. Thank you, brother. I was really afraid to do that. Another call. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Brother, my wife, she don't mind any man to touch her and to play with her. Brother, what? My wife, brother, she don't mind any brother to touch her and to play with her. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, brother. Oh, brother, that's very horrible. So she don't mind at all? Yes, brother, she don't mind at all. Brother, can you leave for us your address under the air? Brother, why you want my address? Brother, just to visit you. Anyone knows what the Prophet said about such a case? A man who his wife, she welcome any man to play with her? Anyone knows? Let me show you. This is not a radio station. I'm just making it as it's a radio station and phone call. But in fact, it's not. It is a Muslim guy who came to the Prophet and asked him that my wife, she don't mind that anyone he do, you know. You know. I mean, you know. A man come to the messenger of Allah and said, Prophet, my wife does not object anyone to touch her. The Prophet said, where do you live, buddy? Where do you live? Brother, I live next to the pharmacy door. If you go to the pharmacy next to the bus station, go walk 7 steps, you will find a door. It says, stupid idiot. Okay, brother, I will visit you from time to time. I promise you. I promise you I'm coming to your house. So his wife, she does not object if anyone touch her. He said, Muhammad, okay, divorce her if you wish. The man, he said, I'm afraid I will miss her. The Prophet said, then stay with her as much as you need to. Actually, the translation is super duper false. The Prophet, he said, قال استمتع بها ما شئت. Enjoy her then. The Prophet of Islam giving a moral answer, ethical answer. The guy, he have a wife, she is a whore. She sleep with everybody. Complain for the Prophet. The Prophet said to him, okay, well, as long as she is like that, divorce her. The man, he said, well, I'm going to miss her, I like her. Muhammad, he said to them, he said, okay, well, then enjoy her as much as you can. So, which means Muhammad is giving him the idea, enjoy the whore, his wife, with the rest of the men. Muhammad, he don't mind. He's a Muslim. Do you see it, Muslims, or I'm making things up? Muslims, did I make things up? Look what Muhammad he said. قال استمتع بها. Enjoy her. Enjoy her with the rest of the men. Look here in this hadith. The hadith is coming with better translation, more honest translation. I think what happened in the other hadith is translated by a different person, so this person is more honest. A man come to the Prophet, S-A-W-S, by the way, S-A-W-S in Islam means like surrounded with, surrounded, no, I don't know, what was that? S-A-W-S, and I give up. What S-A-W-S, Muslim? What is that? What is that? My wife does not prevent the hand of man who touch her. I mean, look how honorable this man is. Look how he's really man. This guy is the real man you want to have as a husband, especially if you work as a hooker. He said, the Prophet, divorce her then. He then said, I'm afraid my inner self might covet her. He said, then enjoy her. Very open-minded religion, brother. Muhammad, it's obviously Muhammad, he was a Democrat and he was going to vote for Hillary Clinton. Enjoy her. This is a prophet of God. A prophet of God. He is saying to a man, his wife is a whore, to enjoy her with the rest of the men who is enjoying his wife? Okay. Do we have any Muslims? All right. Look like today we don't have many Muslims. I think we did cover many parts of this stupid fiction story about Ad-Dajjal. But you see, the good thing about Muhammad, he is a person who speaks a lot. And the more he talks, the more he do poo-poo. And poo-poo is very helping in this religion. It is the fertilizer for knowledge. You know, the villagers, they use manure. You know what manure, right? The poo of Muhammad is the manure of our knowledge. Because imagine if Muhammad did not open his mouth and all the manure come out. We would not know much, and that will not be helpful to expose him. But because he gave us a lot of manure, and manure is everywhere, by thousands, but by millions. This is why it's very easy to fight and expose this cult. All what you need is just to educate yourself. This is why I advise you, all of you, to take reference, save reference of what we say. You can anytime freeze the video, pause the video, and search for the same words you see in the screen. Like now, you see here, I am afraid my inner self may covet her. You can search for that, you will find the hadith, you know. And if you want the easier way to always find reference, you can get my books from Amazon.com, and you will find a list of books covering tons and tons of things in Islam with a lot of reference, endless reference. So they will be always handy. You will have an index and easy for you to find all the information. And I encourage people who speak languages to tell people about my translated books to other languages, like in Netherlands, French, German, etc. Tell your friends, even in Swedish, tell your friends so more people will learn about this cult. Because at the end of the day, the more we have people who have knowledge, the easier it is to fight this dangerous cult, which might destroy your society, your economy, your security. Already, you cannot go in the airport. You have to go in the airport 2 hours before the flight just because of Islam. As simple as that. You are paying at least $150 tax for your airline ticket just because of Islam, for security. Not long time ago, we used to go and walk all the way to the airplane and nobody even asked you for checking anything. Your friends, your family used to walk you to the door of the airplane. Because of Islam, all those horrible things happening. Before, the airport security was exist only for drugs, etc. Today, it's a lot more serious than drugs. Islam is a very dangerous cult. It's not something to ignore and just to laugh. Yes, it's stupid, it's funny, but it is comedy with a drama. Many thousands and thousands, they paid their life every year because of this cult. If you don't believe me, go and check the news today and yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before and see how many hostages were taken. Just yesterday in France, in Belgium, in Germany. Go and ask yourself why in Europe right now, or every city, they have police walking in the street with heavy guns, army in the street, because of Islam. And that costs a lot of money. And you pay for it. It's from your tax, from your pocket. And because you have a stupid government, they are welcoming everybody, including terrorists. You will have a lot of fun. So you better stand in this fight with me. Ignorance is our enemy. It's not really a terrorist as much it is an ignorance. There's ignorant people. Those are the true enemy. The one who defend Islam, who made Islam look nice, those are real enemy to you. And I'm not saying real enemy, that means we go and we fight them or we do violence work with them. No, but those people need to be exposed. Those who say Islam is a good religion, Islam is a nice religion, Islam means peace. Even there's some of them, they claim to be Christian ministers or Christian priests. Those are people working for the devil. They need to be exposed. In the other day, one of you, he gave me a video of those brothers who is debating this guy, Muhammad Hijab. And when they asked him to debate me, he ran away. But this is not my topic. They asked him about Muhammad. He said, I've been ordered to kill all mankind. So he said, If the Prophet he meant, I've been ordered to kill all mankind, that means he will kill all, even the Muslims. But it's not for all mankind. So look at their faulty logic. When he say, I've been ordered to kill the people, he don't mean all the people. He mean only non-Muslims. And he is bragging about that, and he is proud about it. No, it doesn't mean all the people, because Muslims are not included. It's in the video. One of you he sent to me, the one where they challenged him to debate me and he ran away like a potato. I've been ordered to kill you all until you testify. So yes, the order to kill all mankind, we don't testify. It's very clear. And this guy hijab support, he's smart. He said to them, no, 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 no. It's not all people. Only those who don't believe in Islam. And that support he make Muhammad a good guy. So we have a nation who consider themselves a nation who believe that anyone who don't believe in Islam should die. And then you have a bunch of hypocrites, liberals in France, in England, in USA, who defend this filthy cult, which want to kill everybody. You see, the funny about those liberals, most of them, they are atheists in Islam. And if you're an atheist, you will be killed. Many of them, they are gays and lesbian. In Islam, if you are a gay or a lesbian, you will be killed. But yet those stupid people, they are in bed with Islam and they are defending Islam. This is what is called self-destruction, stupidity. The Bible says, my people will be destroyed because of their ignorance. So don't be part of that, because ignorance will destroy you. And here we fight ignorance. Ignorance is a big, big disease. People die now because of ignorance every day. Why people they die because of cancer? Because we are ignorant about cancer, as simple as that. Same as not long time ago, people die millions, they die from flu. Why? Because we don't know how to fight it. Ignorance. That is ignorance. And Islam is the same. So help me so we can help you. And we help your children and we help generations to fight this disease. So may one day we find this world having more peaceful nations living together. Nobody hate anyone. No Christians hate anyone and no Muslim hate anyone and no etc. But as long they are Muslims as they believe in Islam today, nothing will change. And as you see, every day I receive messages from those who used to be Muslims and they left Islam. So we are very successful. Islam is dying and they are trying to fight it. But that will not work. Thanks God that there is something called Arab Christians who speak Arabic, who can present to you the truth, not the deception they try to provide to you in their translation.
It's over. It's over.